Alright friends, today's video is all about DIY Christmas decor, and I have some really simple and fun ideas for you today that are also very affordable. So I recently went thrifting and found this bag of pine cones. It was marked at $2 but half off. So I paid, it was $1, so I paid 50 cents. I'm not sure I'm gonna use these sparkly pine cones, but I grabbed that. And then I also grabbed this bag full of all kinds of goodies that I thought that I could use for a really beautiful like Christmas centerpiece. So I picked up these candles at Hobby Lobby. Wish I had grabbed more. They were only $1.29 and I'm pretty sure that they were on sale. I got this warm tan color. It's really beautiful. I thought it would look great with my decor. And so my plan is to choose a vessel here and stick some floral foam inside of it and then shove these candles into it and decorate around that. So I'm excited to take you guys along. Let's decide on which, what we should use for our base. I have some fun options here. Let me show you. All right, so I have a couple of different options here. At first I was considering this wooden bowl, but I'm not sure it's going to be deep enough to add everything that I want to add. You could also use a stoneware bowl, which would be really beautiful. It's nice and deep for your foam. I also thought about like a stoneware pie plate. Again, that's sort of shallow, but it would still be so pretty. And then I was downstairs sort of rummaging through my things and I found this old dough bowl. My mom gave this to me years ago and I think I might use this. I feel like it could be really beautiful with the candles. I've got some faux cedar here. Really want to clip some fresh cedar, but it's pretty nasty outside today. It's like raining and overcast, and so I'm not sure that I'll be able to today, but it will give you the idea. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut my foam and get my candles in place, and then we'll go from there. So guys, I want to take a moment to share an app with you that our family has been loving lately. It's completely free and it actually rewards you for using better for you brands. So if you've been around here for a while, you guys know that I like to try to do my best to bring clean foods into our home. We really try to stick to whole foods as much as possible, but every once in a while, you want to buy pasta, you want to buy tortilla chips. pantry type items. And so when we do that, we try to purchase organic, we try to purchase items that are clean, that have few ingredients on the back, ingredients that we can pronounce. And so how awesome is it that this app actually rewards you for shopping brands like that? So all you have to do is simply shop, then scan your receipt, and you're automatically given points for the products that you bought. You can even link your Whole Foods and Instacart accounts for automatic point earning. Points are redeemable for gift cards as well from Starbucks, Amazon, Sephora, and many other retailers. Guys, there are so many popular brands on this app, including Applegate, Amy's, Bragg, and so many more. So we sort of live in a rural area and our shopping options include Walmart and Meijer. Every once in a while we'll drive a little bit further, but we were actually able to link our Walmart account with the Merrifield app, and then it automatically scans even our online purchases for pickup, and we are given points for the products that we bought. Guys, it can be expensive to eat healthy, but Merrifield is a free app that you can download so that you can start earning points for purchasing better for you brands. I will put a QR code here on the screen for you guys, as well as a link down in my description box below for all of this information. We have enjoyed using Merrifield. I'm excited to see how many points we start earning simply by connecting it to our accounts where we already shop. And it's awesome that we're going to earn points for brands that we are already bringing into our home. So check out my description box below for all of this information, or scan the QR code here on the screen. I know you guys are probably familiar with salt dough ornaments. We've made them in the past. I've shown some handmade ornaments on our boys' tree down in the basement. And this year my boys wanted to do salt dough again. But my mom had recently shown me some photos of some faux pies that she would love to have in her decor at Christmas time. So for those of you that are new here, my mom decorates her home all in 17th century antiques. So pieces from the early 1600s, she has all over her home. And she was like jokingly sending me photos, and she said, in your spare time, ha ha ha, would you ever make one of these for me? And so of course I tucked the idea away and thought, I think I could make those out of salt dough. And so I recorded the process, not really knowing how they would turn out, but they actually turned out really beautiful. And I thought I would share this with you because you could do so many different things with salt dough, and maybe this will give you an idea for your own Christmas decor. Okay. Here, why don't I take some of it to make ornaments? Okay.
And I make.
Yeah. Which ornaments are you gonna make?
I'm gonna make one. Because
This one? What do you think? You gonna do this one? Ready? Okay. You put that in place. Ready? Like that. You ready? Good job. Okay.
How was it?
How did it go?
Really good. Learned a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright, look at that, Maisie.
yeah, looks good.
You like the way that that braid came out?
Yep.
No, he was trying to put it on this one. All right, friends, I finished the little meat pies out of salt dough and they turned out so beautiful. I'm recording this on a Sunday morning. We're headed to church, but I'm so excited about them. I'm going to bring them to church and give them to my mom. I love the way they turned out. I will say I did make a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. After years of working with sourdough, I should know that flour and water is basically glue, and these ramekins are not coming out. So if you're gonna do this, I would definitely put some parchment paper down or maybe put some oil on your ramekin before covering it in your salt dough. But honestly, it doesn't matter. I can buy more ramekins. They were probably thrifted anyways. So I feel like these turned out so beautiful and I can't wait to give them to her. Well, friends, we've gone from beautiful sunny weather, which is why you want to take advantage of the nice weather when porch decorating, to crazy winds and cold weather. It was snowing this morning. All I have to do yet on my porch is just add some blue. I really wanted some blue ribbon to sort of tie into this wreath and I couldn't find any that matched exactly. I found this stuff. It's kind of similar in color. So I'm gonna go around and add that and then I should be finished with my porch. But let me show you first of all what I did to get my porch looking really beautiful for Christmas on a really small budget. I'll share that footage with you now. All right, friends, so Mike just went and got me a bunch of this beautiful cedar and I'm going to just kind of break off pieces. My boys are playing outside and stick it into, I just kind of take it and stick it into the cheap greenery that I have hanging on the porch. So I'm gonna work on that now and yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out. So I'll just take a piece, kind of shove it into the greens and then take the faux greens and like wrap it around the cedar. And you can kind of mess with your stick a little bit. But that's basically how I do it and I'll just keep going from there. I also have this beautiful pine variety, which it's very soft to the touch. It's not prickly at all. So I think I might kind of mix this in as well, just for some variety. And I was thinking about even clipping some like boxwood, but you can get really creative and save a lot of money by just using fresh greens. Ethan's brought me some boxwood. I thought that might be pretty too. I just don't know if it's gonna turn yellow on me.
Probably.
You think so? That's my only fear. So the pine seems to stay pretty well, but I'm nervous about the boxwood, but that does look so beautiful. That is really tempting.
How are you gonna connect it?
I just shove it into this greenery.
Oh.
So maybe I'll just do a few sprigs here and there. All right, so this is where we started, kind of just basic, cheap greenery. And then this is what it looks like after filling it with all the fresh greens. Mike's working on lights still. So much prettier and free. Okay, I think I'm really loving this blue. I just added some. And then I've also added these pine cones. Right now I just have the brown ribbon, but I think that blue just really adds a pretty touch. So I'm gonna continue with the blue and just add little ribbons here and there. It's cold.